This seat is more comfortable. Hopefully it'll last longer and stay together. If it doesn't last very long, my next thing is, I guess I'll get a suspension seat post.
Ride on, jewel. Let your spirit be free with the wind at your back.
Hey, I told you I knew where I was.
Sing loud, jewel. Let your heart be your guide in the depths of the thunder. It's your rant and your ride.
All right. So this is mostly gonna be a rant, boy, I tell you. But if you watch my 50-mile e-bike ride, and that's part of my rant. First off, if you watch that, you heard me say my seat broke. These are made out of aluminum. These are really nice seats, but this is made out of aluminum, and they snapped off where the bracket sits, so I had to buy a new seat. I got a little bit bigger one. It's a little bit taller too, but it should be more comfortable. This one was okay because it's got memory foam, but this one was a little bit taller, and if you can see down here, you can see the bars that actually broke. And I thought, well, this one's going to be more susceptible to breaking. One of the reasons why this broke, besides all the rocks I'm riding over, is I have my tire pressure set pretty high, 16 pounds each tire, to try to get more mileage, you know, less rolling resistance, even though I'm out in the dirt. But yeah, that creates less cushion and the seat taking more. So anyway, I got this seat and I took a bracket and bolted it to the bars back here, so now it has more support between the bars. Hopefully that'll work. If not, I'll be buying another seat. But anyway, I'm gonna set this up here temporarily. Okay. Yeah. It's too bad these seats aren't cheap. They're expensive. Hope maybe I can get a hold of them and get another seat. I don't know. But my rant about this. If you're watching my e-bike videos, this is a bicycle. All right? With gears. Okay? It has pedal assist. Electric pedal assist. And it has a little bit of throttle assist. All right? So if you don't know, this is my rant here. If you don't know, on my yeah, the seat's more comfortable. It's wider, of course. If you don't know, I pedal my pedal assisted bike. Okay? So for 50 miles, I pedaled my pedal assisted bike. Otherwise, I wouldn't get 50 miles. All right. I mean, you could see where I went through some of the snow, the ice, and the mud puddles where I turned the throttle and kept my feet out of the mud. All right, because you can do that. It'll move. But when I do my rides, the majority of my rides, I am pedaling. So my rant is, you know, my video's probably been up 5 or 6 days, and I've got 60-something views. So I watch all kinds of videos besides just making videos and watching my own videos. I make them for me. So I watch other people's videos. And because there's a lot better e-bikes than my e-bike, so I'm checking them out, you know, for future possibility of purchasing another e-bike. And my rant is, these people, when I find these videos, these people are not pedaling the bike. Their whole review is twisting the throttle. Look at that. Did you see how fast it goes? So whether they're in the dirt or they're on the road, and most of the time it's road, probably 90% of the videos they're on pavement, but they're just, you know, they're not using pedals, they're just turning the throttle. And in 6 days they get 3,000 views. I'm like, okay, I don't get 3,000 views when I ride my motorcycle twisting the throttle. So what's up with these people getting 3,000 views in 6 days reviewing a e-bike, bicycle, when they're not even pedaling? They're just, is everybody out there just want an electric bicycle looking vehicle, but they're just gonna twist the throttle? They're not going to pedal it at all? And that's what they're looking for? Because I bought this to pedal, not to twist the throttle. If I wanted something to twist the throttle, I would have bought a Sur-Ron. I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling. Okay, so I'm pedaling. And you can change the pedal assist from 1 to 5. But usually, in the dirt, you're on pedal assist 1 or 2, and sometimes 3. So that's my rant. And it's not because I'm not getting 3,000 views. I'm just wondering what people are wanting to see. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm just like, you know, if you're just buying an electric vehicle to twist throttle, then why don't you just get a Sur-on? Why are you buying a pedal bicycle and then just twisting the throttle? Why don't you just get a Sur-on and twist the throttle? I mean, I think Sur-ons are awesome, but the reason why I don't get a Sur-on is because I could only go 30 or 40 miles, maybe. If I'm gonna ride a twist throttle motorcycle, I wanna go 150 miles, 400 miles. I don't wanna go 30 miles. This doesn't go far enough. When I go out and ride this, I'm always riding it till the battery is dead. Why? Because it doesn't have enough battery to go as far as I want to go. Because I always want to go farther than it can go. I'll be smiling a lot the day they get these to go 100 miles on a charge. Because that's what I need them to do. Go 100 miles. So anyway, that's my crybaby rant. Someone can explain it to me. How somebody, when they're not even really reviewing the e-bike, they're just reviewing the twist throttle and the power in relationship to the twist throttle, how they get so many views in 6 days when basically I'm getting you know, I'm getting like 1 view an hour, maybe. I should have probably posted on my video title as Bad Bunny highlights and then had jackrabbits getting hit by cars. Maybe that would have got a lot of views. I'm not sure. It's a question. I mean, I'm not saying my videos are interesting to watch or anything like that, but and I'm probably different, you know. I've heard some people go, well, I see you riding your mountain bike, but why are you riding it in woo? Why are you riding it in rocks? Because riding it in rocks should be exciting. Why would it be exciting to see me ride it on the pavement? I mean, really, other than being able to go faster, I don't need an e-bike to pedal on the pavement. I can just ride a regular mountain bike on the pavement. That isn't what I got an e-bike for. I got it to do this kind of stuff. Climbing hills, going through rocks. I want to climb those mountains over there. I don't want to ride it on the street to the grocery store. Unless I'm going grocery shopping. Anyway, this seat is more comfortable. Hopefully it'll last longer and stay together. If it doesn't last very long, my next thing is, I guess I'll get a suspension seat post. To go along with the lousy China suspension. There's a little bit of suspension, but not much, you know. Half an inch. That's all a suspended seat post would give you, is about a half an inch. But that's my rant. It's a crybaby rant. Why? How come people aren't watching 50 miles on an e-bike pedaling, and they'd rather watch somebody twisting the throttle on an e-bike on the pavement? Maybe they're paying for promotion. I don't know. But anyway, that's my crybaby rant today. But the seat feels good. It is more comfortable. It is more comfy. All right. But anyway, I hope you guys watch. We were supposed to get lots of rain and snow. They talked about inches, but we didn't get it. Which I'm not complaining that we didn't get it. We probably need it because of all the people that moved here from California, but I'd rather be out riding. Woohoo! And doing stuff like that than anyway, this is kind of my rant and testing my seat. It is, yeah, quite a bit more comfortable. More supportive, let's put it that way. The other one wasn't uncomfortable. It was just thinner seat, right? Less, so anyway, hey, if you want to see me riding on the pavement, you know, I can ride from here to Carson if you want to see me doing that. If you want to see me throttle it the whole way, and that's going to get me 1,000 views. if I just twist the throttle on the e-bike to Carson City, act like it's a motorcycle, let me know. I'll do that. I mean, when I can, you know, there's more powerful e-bikes that I would like to get my hands on sometime in the future, you know, that'll be more proficient at going up the hills and areas that I ride in. This one does pretty good, but I've got to put a lot of pedal power in it. And I'm not looking, you know, I'm just looking for one that's more efficient. More pedal power, you know, stronger, that won't poop out, and better battery efficiency. You know, something that'll go farther than just 25 miles. But even these people who say their bikes go 65 miles on a single charge. That is not riding it aggressively. This bike will go 50 miles on a single charge, and it's pushing 2 electric motors, but it's in pedal assist 1, right? Pedal assist 1. Not using any throttle assist. And that will get you 50 miles on a battery charge. But if you're going up all these hills, you know, will pedal assist 1 do it? Pedal assist 2 is about the right pedal assist. Will pedal assist 1 do it? It will. See, if it's not too steep, it'll do it. This isn't too bad, and I don't mind going 5-6 miles an hour. So pedal assist 1, you know, I think I got 52 miles or 53 miles on this pedal assist 1. I'm not sure. I think that battery I actually ruined though doing that. You know, a slow discharge on that battery down to where it needed charging. I don't think all the cells discharged evenly, and so it wouldn't charge up anymore evenly. So that battery got ruined. So I don't even know if some battery expert could tell me that, but slowly discharging a lithium battery down to having to recharge it might be dragging the batteries down too low. because I believe that was the battery that I got 50 something miles on, but after that the battery was ruined. When you charge it and you go to ride on it, it only goes 5 to 10 miles, and then if you put any kind of load on the battery, it craps out. Says no, I don't want to do it anymore. And then I watched a video where it was telling you how to prolong the life of your e-bike battery. And more than half of the stuff they tell you not to do, I'm doing, right? So they tell you to keep your battery between 60 and 80% until you're ready to ride it, then charge it up. Well, to charge it up from 60 to 80% would take you 3 to 4 hours to do that. So that means if I want to ride at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'd have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to plug my battery in. And then if I didn't ride, then my battery would be fully charged, which is a no-no. You're not supposed to keep your battery fully charged, is what they say. And I always do that. I always keep a battery or 2 batteries fully charged so I'm ready to ride. They also say what destroys an e-bike battery? Riding over rough terrain. Right? So they tell you, don't ride it in rough terrain. Keep it on smooth roads. Well, yeah, that ain't happening. So that's strike number 2. Right? Strike number 3. We live in Nevada. In the wintertime, this morning it was 20-something degrees. Right? So lithium batteries shouldn't be in super cold temp to, and then charging them when it's super cold. The other thing they said, which I probably did before, but I don't usually do that, is after a ride, don't plug your battery in right away, right? And I don't think I usually do that immediately. But pretty quickly after I'm finished riding, I want a full battery to ride again. So, I usually plug it in pretty quickly. Maybe not immediately, but within an hour or 2. But I think I have come right home and plugged the battery in. No, don't do that. You gotta let the bike rest an hour or so before you're plugging it in. So, anyway. The things I do with my e-bike and my battery probably isn't the best for them, but I bought it for this kind of stuff. I didn't buy it to ride on the pavement. I would just use a regular bicycle for that. I don't need an assisted bicycle to ride on the pavement, unless I was in Lake Tahoe. you're riding up like Kingsbury or Spooner, or even then, it's pavement. But anyway, just ranting. I'm liking this seat. We'll have to get out and go for another ride. You know, the winter's been very nice to me, and I've been getting some good rides in. You know, I love that ride going up Como and stuff, and I made it on 2 batteries, but you know, it was close. You know, I have my friend in the truck in case my batteries went all the way dead. That bike would have went in the back of the truck. But I completed the whole ride. It was very cool. All right, so that's my 30-minute rant. I've already ranted for 30 minutes. I appreciate everybody who watches. I'll have to ride up to VC here. I don't think I've done that since last summer. But the main thing was just, you know, the seat upgrade. And I think it'll work out good. I think that bracket on there will help it to last longer. We'll find out. One trip in El Dorado.